We joined the super legit crew before the show as we battled to get Rebecca Stevens' audio and video working for everyone but me. Oh my god, this is great. This is the way you want to start a show.
Like a slow roll. It's like pushing a boat out.
Are you still recording this?
The recording is going, yes, just for
Why?
God, just shits and giggles.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I think Lydia might actually just be talking about our podcast.
Yeah, whatever Lydia says we're doing now. She has the conch. You're Piggy and she has the conch. You lost your glasses. It's over. Lord of the Rings.
I understand that reference.
Some
Not
bad
Lord of the
things are going to
Flies.
happen to you.
I see Rebecca and
what's up, kiddo?
and she's got a cute human.
We got an extra one.
Hi.
A bonus guest.
Oh,
Yay!
hi. Hello.
Never wear pants, kid.
Hello.
Never wear pants.
No, and now she's gone again.
I can still see her. What?
Bring back the kid.
No one else can see Rebecca?
No, we can't see her.
So Jet, what if you edit for her? But we can't hear her though.
You can't
So
hear her
never
either,
mind.
so yes,
Yeah.
it doesn't do you any good. Okay. All right.
Oh, I see
Hi
somebody.
Norm.
I see Norm.
Hi.
I'm just
Oh,
saying,
and I can hear
every
Norm.
time
Oh,
Norm
great.
is on, it works.
Yeah.
Bye.
No!
We'll see if it stays
stay.
working.
By the way, Norm hates this podcast because Norm has to both troubleshoot and handle children whenever
Yep.
they're working together. It's like
Yep.
the worst of both worlds.
Yay.
So
Hey, friend.
let's see what happens.
Norm did
Rebecca,
something,
can we hear
and that
you?
made it work. So we can hope that that's it.
Yes.
God damn it!
Okay.
Man.
All right. Time to cut bait. I'm sorry, Rebecca. I can see and hear you, and I'm so sorry.
We'll reschedule.
We love you too. Rebecca
Sorry,
loves us, by the way.
Love you,
She just told
friend.
me that.
Well, she can
Alright.
still text in the chat too, which is
Yeah,
Wow.
let's make her
Yeah.
stay on for the rest of the time and listen.
Can you hear everyone else,
feel
Rebecca?
We're having so much fun!
Yes. And then,
Ghost team member, right?
yes, exactly. She can hear us all.
Oh, yes. Well,
Oh,
just every
if
once in
she's
a while.
willing to do this, I'm willing to do this. This could be fun.
She just
Could
gives
be the most
suggestions.
She's in.
ridiculous thing ever.
Come on.
If you want to do
Okay.
it, we'll have the ghost member. I don't know how this will work, but I'm
We'll
in.
just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, whoever gets it first.
All right. Okay. Let's see if we can
Yeah,
make
whoever
this
gets
work.
it.
Great.
It's going to be ridiculous, but I love it. Okay. Steven, let's hear a few words out of you. So let's check your level.
Hey guys, how's my level going tonight? Are we
Great.
level? I will also say, as I
Josh
said
Spence,
to Josh
how about
and
your
Jet
level?
at one point about me being a dream crusher, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but it's going to be crazy. Let's go.
Yep.
I yield my time to St. James. Keep going.
All right.
No, it's
You're
cool,
good. Chris Sanders.
what?
I'm just checking your levels.
Hang on. How about that? Are we good now?
All right. Yeah, it
And-
sounds good.
Okay, good.
And Rebecca, let's hear your. Oh, I'm sorry.
I hope that makes it onto the show.
She's typing very well.
Ha ha, fucker.
There we
Yes.
go. Yes. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Super Legit Podcast. I am your host, Jet Kaufman, and I am surrounded by such wonderful people tonight. Let's name them off real quick here. We've got Stephen C. James,
That's me.
got Josh Spence,
not the time for a bit, Josh. Cut it
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi.
yeah, the audience cannot see your bits, which is a wonderful thing for all of us. I'm glad they can't see mine. Chris Sanders,
Hi.
Jen Burton.
Hello.
And then we have two guests tonight, and there's a big asterisk on that, but let's hear from one of them. Lydia Nelsen joins us for the first time tonight. Hi, Lydia.
Hi.
Welcome. We're so happy to have you.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. I am so jazzed.
And we have the return of Rebecca Stevens, who is going to make editing this episode so much fun because she's going to exist for us entirely in the voice of other people reading her from the chat because Zencaster really screwed up on us tonight and won't let her stay visible. So she says she'll give us all her voice. And who wants to take on the Rebecca reading duties?
Here. So glad to be a ghost. I'm calling customer service.
It's like she's here.
Oh my
Wow.
Exactly.
That's
That's a dead-on
flawless.
Rebecca
I like
impression.
that.
That was just her
Yeah.
voice now. Everyone has her voice at any
Had
time.
she been moving her lips at that moment, I would have
Yeah.
thought her microphone started working.
Everyone
So-
knows Rebecca Stevens is famous for her many voices.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's get started here right off the bat with our question for the week.
Well, where's Hyman?
Hyman is on vacation in New England territory.
He's in
hiking the hills.
That asks a very important question because Michael Hyman is our co-host and he's not here this week, which means we do need a stand-in co-host.
And we have a ghost host, which means
ghost co-host.
Can we have a co-host ghost?
All right, that's
Rebecca,
great. So,
would it be okay if I stepped in for Hyman tonight?
Coast to coast with Space Ghost co-host Ghost.
Oh man, that joke is toast.
I can't think of a more perfect stand-in for Michael Hyman than Rebecca Stevens. So thank you, Rebecca, for kindly taking on the role tonight of co-host.
Yes.
Ghost co-host. This is beautiful.
All right.
With the most.
Yes. Oh, it was so much. Too much for Zencaster to handle, and that's why it kept kicking her off the platform.
Ooh, someone's getting a bad app review.
How dare they allow this free app to sometimes not work? How dare they?
Right?
The audacity.
No, we don't use Audacity anymore.
There it is.
Yeah.
What? When did that happen?
That's an audio editing app called Audacity, and I'm on fully on Adobe Audition. I wish they would pay me for that endorsement. Instead, I pay them a lot of money each month. All right. So our question for this episode is, for precisely 1 year, you can switch lives with someone else. That means body, skills, knowledge, property, everything. Who and why?
Okay.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Jen.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I want to hear these
I'm
questions.
doing a
All right.
Josh.
Jen pulled the Josh
I had
first.
one
Can
too.
it
Go ahead,
be?
Jen.
Can it be living or dead? And can it be at any point in history? Can you be like, I would like to be this person in 1983? Or
Ooh.
does it have to be
So
right
even if it's a
now
living
with
person,
who's
it could be them in a specific time period. Oh,
Yes.
you know
can
what?
it be
I like.
anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to say it can be anyone in time. I'm going to lean on people who already.
I got one,
have
but I need to
existed,
type
not
what it
someone in
is.
the future.
Okay.
But
Not someone in
yes.
the future?
But
Is that what you said?
yeah, like a non-existent person in the future is like.
I want to be
seems
Bob
less fun.
in 2050
right.
for 1 year.
But
You'll
yes, being able to
know.
jump back in time. Yeah. So, Stephen, you had a question too?
Okay, so I have a question too.
Great.
My question is
Clarification time. We need theme music for clarification time.
what happens to my body while I'm living in this other person's body for
Can
a
I
year?
sublet his
Are
body?
they tooling around in my body for a year?
Yeah, I mean, the way I word the question is switch lives. So that implies that they have taken over your life for that year.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
you're also punishing someone at the same time.
Ow. Thanks for talking about my life that way, Jen.
No, I
Right.
meant me.
Appreciate that.
I wasn't talking about you. I would love to be you for a year.
I got a
Well, then
question,
now we've
too.
got both of our answers.
Oh, perfect.
But then, Jet, I have another question that's a weird one.
Great.
Can it be a fictional
Yeah.
No, I'm just straight up saying no.
real
yeah,
life?
I
Okay.
want. Yeah, let's do real people.
So God's
Okay.
out of the question. Okay.
Got it.
Does that
My
answer your
question-
question?
can I-
Yeah, there you go.
No, my question was.
I love clarification time. It's much bigger this week.
My question is, did I really lose to a fucking guest that isn't here right now? Are you telling me that's what happened?
Yes.
She's here. She's here. She's even typing an answer to this question right now. So I think she is as real as you or me.
Well, then
and doing a
God's
bang
on
up
the
job
table.
of
Then
co-hosting.
God is back on the table. That's all I'm saying.
all those who think Rebecca Stevens is doing a wonderful job of co-hosting this episode.
I say I.
Okay. Oh, that's just
Great.
two of us. Okay.
Great.
You've got to work harder, Rebecca.
I'm winning. I love this.
All right. Well,
Oh, Rebecca
Rebecca's
has an
got
answer.
an answer. So let's hear it, guys.
Who's reading it?
Popcorn Lydia.
Lydia?
Me?
Oh, Lydia. Yes, Popcorn
Okay.
Lydia.
I want to change bodies with myself in 20 years. Like, check in and see if I should be doing more preventative Botox now. Should I have removed my IUD during spring break just for fun? Mhm.
Spring bake, huh?
Can I back to my future self and sports stuff?
She meant to say butt stuff.
Can she back to the future herself?
Can he back to the future
With the
herself and
sports
like
book.
and right
Yes.
give her
and
the
do
sports
sports
betting
stuff.
book.
I see. Yes. Like
I really
like
appreciate
a
her-
money making scheme.
I speak Rebecca. It's fine.
She
Yes.
stole my answer because I was gonna do that. Go back, figure out what the numbers were for the jackpot, get $950 million.
Bring that sports almanac back with you in time.
You don't even need the almanac.
Wow. See, that I hadn't considered that. Of
Great
course,
one, Rebecca.
I did when asked a
That
moment
is a
ago,
good one.
say, not someone in the future, but I didn't specify not yourself in the future. And that's an interesting switch. And also an interesting idea because like the future self to you can absolutely fix some things while you can check in on the results, as you said. It's like, that's a real self-improvement choice here.
Mhm.
Also, you're kind of guaranteed that your original self isn't going to be fucked up by whoever you're trading bodies with, because if it's your future self suddenly
remembers,
comes into being in its old self and is like, well, I can't fuck this up because I would then ruin myself.
Right. You could only make it better, like use more sunscreen.
Right.
And like you'd like see the results of 20 years of living.
The levels of
and then you
brilliance
could
of
go
this are
back
great.
and be like, I will not
Continue.
be.
Yeah. You would already be making changes.
Well, now we're getting into the whole time travel paradox, because then you would go into the future and you would have already seen your improved self because you've already gone back to the past in that future.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
You're right. It's fairly.
We're going to go back 10 minutes in which Jed is going to explain the mechanics of how the show works.
So, Lydia, one thing we usually do before we start recording on an episode that we don't spend 25 minutes trying to get our technology working is just explain the quick rules of how this works. As you know, we have a conversation. We answer some questions. Everyone's treated as just part of the crew. And if at any time you or anyone else has an idea for a scene off of just a conversation we've just been having, you just throw your hand over the camera like this.
Lydia.
And that's just an indicator to everyone that you want to start a scene. Whoever's talking at that moment stops talking and you start your scene.
Wait, Lydia, it's me, you from the future. Don't record this podcast. No,
Don't.
You've made a grave mistake. You don't understand. It changes
where is
everything.
my exit button?
Oh,
This will make
you
Jet
got to
so
hang up on
happy.
these people now. Oh,
Okay.
Lydia, what am you doing? We are making a grand mistake.
I've got so much pressure on me right now and I just don't know what to do.
That's what starts the whole thing. Trust me, it's the pressure that does it. What happens is you walk out of this recording confused by the technology, frustrated by everything, and you walk out and you punch the first cop you see.
We go back 10 minutes and 30 seconds back to where Jet was explaining the game mechanics.
So then once you feel like a scene has, for instance, if you want to tag out, if you want to go, okay, now I want to jump ahead of time, for instance, you can also put your hand back over mid-scene. That tells someone you want to do it. And you could say, cut to such and such situation, for example. You know, the kind of things you might say on stage to indicate what you're doing with the scene.
Lydia! Lydia! It's me! You from a more distant future! You didn't listen to the prior me! This is my one chance! Oh God! What a life we've led! Listen this time! Don't record this podcast! For the love of everything holy! Hit the exit button now!
Oh my goodness!
We cut back 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Jet, you've seen Terminator. You know how this is going to happen. We just keep sending robots back in time.
Look, one of these times we're going to get through the entire set of instructions and they're going to understand.
I went to Disneyland with my son and he, well, I think it was the adventure part. The adventure part to the park because there's two of them. And anyways, so we went through the Spider-Man ride. I'm not
Lydia, it's me, Stephen C. James from a distant future. Come back in time to tell you. Wait just a second, and Stephen C. James is about to come back in here as you from another future. It's going to be very confusing, but me being Stephen C. James am quite intelligent, and I don't want to confuse anybody, so I just want to make sure you're on board with this, and that you understand
James,
the mechanics.
You're so empathetic. You know, Well,
Minus
anyways,
the M.
so we were at Disneyland and we rode the Spider-Man ride.
Well, you're
I
just
don't know
going
if we're
to
still-
ignore what I like. That was. It seems like a pretty big thing I told you, and you just kind of brushed it off.
Well, you said that he's going to come in as
He
me.
is. I am also from the future. I am him from the future. I am me from the future, telling you he's about to come in from the future as you from another distant future.
This is all making sense now. I got
It's
it.
very mind-blowing. And you just kind of, whatever. Anyways, I was at Disneyland. Okay, continue.
No, I want to hear what he has to say in the future.
Lydia! It is I, you from the future.
Oh, I
Here he is.
really should have quit vaping.
You know what? You know what? Go ahead and record the podcast. It all turns out fine. Listen to
good.
Jet. Listen to Jet.
Okay.
And so when you feel like a scene has run its course, anyone at that point can just call out legit. And the scene's
Oh.
over. Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
All right, great. Well, now you understand how it works.
Oh, totally.
Rebecca, did you see all of that?
She replied,
Yes.
a simple yes.
Mhm.
By the way, Rebecca did say earlier in the chat that she also has a fantasy of being 80 and running up to a blonde 12-year-old girl and shouting, I am you from the future, and then running away. Which, P.S., Rebecca, you can do that right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that.
There's
now.
like no
Anytime.
reason you couldn't
All the
run
time,
up
every day. Yeah.
to someone right now. And
And then Rebecca also said, ha ha ha.
The only reason why she can't do that now is because at 80, you're like, fuck it, I got nothing to lose. Right now,
Yeah.
she's like, I yelled at this 12-year-old kid and they took my kids away.
Right.
that's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah.
more at stake. You might want to wait a
Yes.
little bit.
You can get away with a lot more at 80.
Or you have to run very fast.
Think about how
Yeah.
much old people can get away with now.
I don't know, because there was this old lady, she got arrested. She went knocking on with a pickaxe somewhere in Brentwood, and she knocked
Well,
out. No, it was
that's
Pasadena.
where-
It was Pasadena.
That's a bad start to begin with.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. Well,
Keep going.
Wait,
Oh no, you don't
she
need
had
to
a pickaxe?
apologize. I'm saying she made a bad choice to start.
yeah, but she was older, and she took a pickaxe to her neighbor's brand new house and damaged $20,000
Ooh.
worth this past week.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And she got
Yeah,
arrested.
you can't be
So-
old and have a pickaxe unless you're a prospector.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like, those are the rules.
That is
But
true.
these days, if you're going to be mining for gold somewhere, Pasadena or Brentwood is probably better
A good
odds
place
than,
to start.
say,
Yeah.
the mountains of Montana.
Are there
Mhm.
mountains in Montana?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Super. Look, honey, I know it's your 20th high school anniversary reunion tonight.
I'm
I
very excited.
I just want to say I'm here for you. I support you. And I think your plan to tell everybody off maybe should not happen tonight.
Well, I have a very long list that I've been collecting for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I
Frank
know.
Miller needs to be told that he's a dick. So that's where I'm starting.
Mhm.
And Penelope, she was
Yeah.
always very cruel to me. I'm going to tell her that that she's just cruel and that she should die.
Yes.
So those are who I'm starting with, and then
I-
I have many people after that as well.
I know it's 20 years, bygones are bygones, you know? Like, I didn't even know who you were 20 years ago. Like, what if
Well,
I
I
find
was
out that you
some-
were like a completely different person? Like, that's going to be crazy to hear.
I mean, I kind of was. A lot of kids were very cruel to me because I was a dork. And then I became hardened and cruel. And that's when you met me. And we fell in love because you like that type. And now I have grudges that I need to take care of.
Cut to the moment that Jen became hardened and cruel.
You like to read
You're
math
such a
books,
loser.
dork? We're taking another finger.
But I
Look at
like
his glasses.
it. Ow, my fingers. Why are you breaking them? I'm so young and innocent.
I'm laughing, and I'm the teacher in the
And
room.
here's a pickaxe to your eye.
All right. This is it.
Oh wait, what? Why are things levitating? What's going on here? There's dust swirling around the room.
My
And a
hair is
cloud
flying
coming
up
off of
into
her.
the air. I have powers that I did not realize I had. I'm going
you
to
don't
be
even
back
have a
here.
creative way of getting supernatural revenge on your bullies. You're just copying Carrie. Ha ha.
I'm gonna take another finger for that.
Ow! All right, this is it. I'm leaving this school right now. I'm very cruel and mean now.
Cut back. I know, but honey, look, you're a superhero now. Like you're the president of the Justice League. I think you've done very well for yourself. I mean,
I know. I mean, I am the president of the Justice League, a role that was created for me because everyone in the Justice League was afraid. But
yeah.
It's just not enough. I need to get revenge on the bullies that were cruel to me. I mean, that one kid broke all of my fingers on both hands. I was 12.
Oh, let's see. Do we have a name tag here for you? Oh my God. I am so sorry, Power Streak. I know that you're like a famous superhero and everything, but somebody in here wrote Brown Streak on your name tag instead of Power Streak. I'm so
how
sorry.
interesting.
Let me just change that. I can't.
Do you know who
you know what?
did that?
You know what? I don't know. I stepped
Interesting.
away for a
I'll
couple
figure it
moments
out.
because my husband texted about like something with our kid. I stepped away from the table for just a minute. I'm so sorry. Let me fix that. I've got a Sharpie right here. Let me go ahead and fix that. I apologize. So by the way, I want you to know I am so proud that you are the first woman president of the Justice League. I mean,
Thank you
I will say
so
I voted for
much.
Aquaman. I myself, I did not vote. I voted for Aquaman, but
That's
still,
okay.
I mean, I'm so proud of you.
I really appreciate that. We did go to high school together, right? Your
Oh
Tom.
yeah. We had Miss Landerson's
Right.
chemistry class together.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're number 47 on my
Oh!
list.
Oh, your list of people that you went to. Why is my brain
no.
so hot?
I'm doing that. I'm doing
Oh,
that
God.
to your brain right now.
My nose.
Also, I
keeps
just want to
bleeding.
say that time that you pushed me into a locker and threw your jellos in there, I remember that exact thing.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Wow. Okay, I'm just going to grab her feet and drag her into this closet and put her in here. All right.
Hey, Brown Streak, how's it going?
Okay.
It's good
yes.
to see you.
Barry, I remember you.
Yeah, it's me, Barry.
What did you just call? You call me Brown Streak? It's 'cause
Well, I looked at the name tag, yeah.
Is that supposed to be like I'm like poop pants? I have a poopy pants.
I can only guess what somebody who made that name tag would assume it meant.
Well, it's interesting because I have some inside knowledge about what's going on in your pants right now and your Brown Streak. So you might be feeling some things right now, some uncomfortable feelings, some dumpage.
Catherine, honey, maybe it's time to go. Maybe we should go. I mean, we came in, we said hi, we said a quick hello. Yeah, we can go.
I just want to see. That's the
Oh
part
my
that I
God! It came out of his. Oh
God, that feels good.
Oh,
You know, they
wow.
say revenge isn't fun, but I am having. This is the best reunion I've ever been to.
Okay.
God, there's literally crap everywhere.
I have never been more scared of you right now.
Don't be scared, honey. You treat me very well.
I love you. I think you're amazing. With or without the
Thank
powers,
you.
I think you are the goddess that guides my life. Can I get you something to drink?
You do not.
Mama, why are you covered in red paint? Mama,
Because
you're wearing your superhero uniform, but you're covered in brown paint. Red paint.
honey,
red
this
paint.
is crap from one of my enemies.
Oh.
I went back to my high school reunion and I made a guy who was very mean to me crap himself to death. He's dead now. And there was crap everywhere. Anyway, that's what's on me.
Oh, thank you, Mama, for being honest with me, Mama.
I know I shouldn't be, but you have to prepare yourself for the bullies you are going to meet in high school. They're going to be cruel, and you will want revenge.
I have my pickaxe ready.
Good girl.
Rebecca's typing.
Time for bed.
Legit.
Oh.
Seamless.
That is definitely my first ever scene run that's ever involved a chat window.
Yes. Yes. For the listeners at home, Stephen C. James was playing Rebecca, playing Brownstreet's daughter.
I did not even know that the whole time because I was paying
That's
attention.
how seamless it was.
That
It
was
was
incredible.
perfect.
I did that scene with Rebecca.
Rebecca
so
has a
good
new
at this.
comment.
Oh, Rebecca
That
says,
was great.
"Thank you, guys."
Now, Jet, I know we've
Yeah.
been playing with a whole bunch of stuff here.
Yeah.
And this time it's actually not a joke. So just say it super fast for me. I'm sorry. What are the conditions again? They can't be fictional, right?
Yeah, we're going for real people,
Okay.
not some made up person in the future.
And I think
Not
we
made up.
realized the paradoxes that would ensue by
Okay, so like
jumping into
because
your
you
actual
are
person.
you're switching with an actual person, but yes, time can play into it. So you can jump into someone in the past, for example. Steven.
Like Gollum.
I've got an answer. I've got
Who
an answer.
existed in the past.
Right,
So
the 13th disciple.
I would
Yeah.
110% take a year and trade places with Jeffrey Bezos. And I would change the fucking world. Because suddenly,
Everyone's stealing my ideas.
yeah, I would use all of those bazillions of dollars to make the world a better place. But I would also openly shame all the other billionaires who didn't do it.
100%.
And I would make it something where I would leave him destitute at the end of that year. Every single dollar out of his coffers would be set up long term to go to like his employees and his workers. And I'd like force the other CEOs to be like, you can't make more than 20 times what your lowest paid employee makes. All of you who don't do that are horrible pieces of garbage. And you should be quitting your job right now. And I will take over their business so that you can have a better job. And I would spend a year doing that. And assuming I made it the year without like, Clarence Thomas assassinating me, I'm sure I'd be okay.
I think the only consequence, I think you're all for it because the only consequence for you returning to your own body is that Jeff Bezos living in your body for a year would absolutely destroy your massive cock that he doesn't have. He would be so excited.
Yeah.
But
I think we
will
have
say
our
this,
show
though.
title, guys.
Think about how profitable that middle school drama program would be after he had run it for a year.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Thank you for being the voice of Rebecca there. By the way, we do have sponsors this week. I do want to make sure we fit them in here. We can do them one at a time. We can separate them a bit here.
Right.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah. What's up, Lydia?
So the people can't see the video?
Correct.
That's correct. This is an audio only medium,
So
we
they did
to
not
see
get to
other faces.
see SCJ's wiener?
No, unfortunately, they did.
We
not
we
get
have
to.
photos. We have photos.
Yeah.
Did
Nor,
we see
as a
his
public
wiener?
school teacher, I will also say neither did any of you.
Yes, and
So this is going to
sorry.
be edited out.
we love his beautiful. Rebecca said it was beautiful.
Reading her text, she says that is beautiful, semicolon. So
Rebecca, I have so much to say.
This has got to be absolute torture for her, but I am so happy.
While
that
she
she's
is
sticking
thinking of
through
something
with
to
us.
say,
Yeah.
Jet, I do owe you an apology. I know we were going through the.
Yeah, what happened here?
we're-
I'm so confused.
I booted it. So we have sponsors that come in, and it's usually feast or famine. So we'll get like a whole bunch in a row, and then sometimes it'll be the fringe stuff that Michael Hyman finds at Monarch camps.
And you said we got a repeat sponsor who like prepaid for some stuff?
Yeah, and you know what? I got busy. It was during the summer, or the spring actually. I missed it. And the thing was either we pay the money back, which I'm not gonna do, or we make good. So this is a make good. We apologize in advance on behalf of the whole cast of the Super Legit podcast. Mea culpa. We hope we can continue working with you in the future because we very much like your money. Jet, take it away.
Okay, well let's roll that ad.
Hey, what's up, ladies and germs? This is your boy, Chris the Piss, co-host of the Elastic Ass Morning Show on KRDL, The Girdle. I just want to say, not only congratulations to the Los Angeles Doyers on their undefeated run, playoffs, and World Series championship sweep. Now it's time to celebrate Elastic Ass style. Come on down as the Girdle, the Los Angeles Doyers, and your boy, Chris the Piss, will be hosting the official fan celebration and trophy reveal. We'll be joined by Butane Walker Bueller as he describes going 20-0 and winning the Cy Young Award. We'll also have Freddie Freeman, who definitely didn't cry when asked if he missed his old team in front of his new team, the Los Angeles Doyers. Happy to have Trey Turner, a generational talent that we definitely won't lose to free agency because once the season starts, fuck you! No more contract talk! Finally, we'll talk to Dave Roberts, the brilliant coach of the Doyers who definitely isn't handcuffed by scripted decisions from upper management that might hamper the team in a playoff situation. Don't forget to visit the Plancha Fest food court and get yourself a Mookie Betts burrito bomb, a street taco, wrapped in a hard taco, wrapped in a Crunchwrap Supreme, then stuffed in an extra-large burrito with guacamole and french fries, California style, deep-fried and covered in lava sauce that will make your ass and your taste buds say gracias and caliente. Lastly, don't forget to say hi to me, Chris the Piss. I'm always looking for a future ex-wife for a ride home, since the state said I can't drive no more. LOL! My future outlook is not good. Doyer Fest, brought to you by the Los Angeles Doyers, Plancha Fest, Duder, the app for Duder, Simple Bump, Supple Dumps, and Daryl's Gender Explosions.
Oh.
So, thank you. Thank you, Los Angeles Dodgers, for giving us that ad in March. Sorry we didn't play
Josh,
that
you really whiffed that
sooner. We should have definitely played that before the playoffs, but
that did not age well.
We probably should have listened to it before the playoffs too.
Yeah,
we hope for your patronage next season. Go Doyers!
I mean, they prepaid, so we're gonna run what we run. We're gonna owe them a credit on that one. Yeah. Well. Onwards and upwards from there.
We get to keep the money, so hey.
Yeah, that works for me. We do have one other sponsor. Actually, maybe we should go ahead and run that now and get this nice block together of sponsorships.
Okay.
Steven, I think you actually
Hyman
have that
emailed
address
me
this week, right?
This one. Yeah. Hyman emailed this one to me.
That co-host is so on top of it, almost as good as our current co-host.
Yeah, almost as good as Rebecca. Yeah. I mean, but no one's as good as Rebecca. Okay.
Who did, by the way, in response to that last ad, go, ha, 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 gross.
Gross.
Hello. Have you wondered what you should be wearing this fine Friday? Well, we ask you, come down to Fawker's Forks and Frocks, where you can get your pitchforks and your frocks for the next time the town's going to riot. Is there perhaps a mad scientist pushing your town to the boundaries of good taste? Well, come on down to Fawker's Forks and Frocks, where you can get the right pitchfork for the occasion and the right dress to wear. Something nice and peasanty that flows, that's really going to go with your chanting. And all of our frocks are fire resistant, so that way some feckless Frankenstein fucking up your town won't have to worry about your dress catching on fire. They're going to have to worry about you storming their bullshit castle. So next time you're fraught with Frankensteins, even if their monster is some sort of fake Guy Fawkes bullshit, you can come down to Forks and Frocks, where our pitchforks are 40% off. That's 10% for every time. Come on down to Fawker's Forks and Frocks. We've got what you need. If you need a sign for chanting, we've got it. If you need torch oil, we've got it. If you need just the right rope to pull down the gates, we've got it. Come on down to Fawker's Forks and Frocks. You think we're just forks and frocks, but we've got it all. Remember, you don't have to deal with the man or his monster if you come on down to Fawker's Forks and Frocks. We stand up for what we believe in. Humans!
I could hear Hyman's voice that whole time.
Yeah.
That was brilliantly played as Michael Hyman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. They did a great job with that.
And then I know we usually read Rebecca's comments, but I'm going to read one of Lydia's comments where she said, I was not sure if that was the onion of advertising. These are all real sponsors, people.
Yeah. Completely
These
real.
Are 100%.
Yeah, you can all patronize all of these advertisers, assuming you can somehow find them.
And then when you patronize them, patronize them. You know what I mean?
Use the super legit code in the promo box.
Yeah,
that takes a
go
little
in
bit more
and
money.
talk down
That
to
does.
them and show them who's boss. Ask for their manager.
Jet, I've got a question. I've got another question. How, and Rebecca says that's how we get paid the big bucks. Do you have an answer to this question, Jet? Who would you switch places with for a year?
Again, what are the rules?
Yeah. So no one in the future.
Don't pick Gollum because that's who I'm doing.
That's who you're doing is Gollum. Cool. Yeah, I did not. I was so busy forgetting to send you guys the link to this recording that I didn't have time to come up with my own idea here.
Oh.
I definitely, though, the Bezos thing was absolutely where my mind was loosely going when I was going over this one, though, is what can you do to actually do some good in the world? I think outside of that, the obvious other choices would be, like some of the like terrifying world leaders we have right now. It's crazy because you have to wonder how much you can actually do as one person, because a lot of these people have built up such a following around themselves. You kind of wonder if you step into the shoes of someone and try to change the course of things, can you? Or has the movement just pushed so hard around them? Like, right now we're dealing with, just lifting the veil slightly, Elon Musk just officially bought Twitter. It's like, and he's got so many diehard mega fans. It's like, if he tried to change course from the way that he's handling things, would people let him? You look at, Kim Jong-un, for instance, is like the entire system is built around that. If he suddenly stopped trying to dictate, would he just be immediately killed and replaced with someone who operates the same way he does? So it's hard to see if you can actually make that big of a difference.
I was starting to head this way. With my thought process of like, if I went back in time and say you would go into someone like Genghis Khan,
sure.
But I really don't want to do that.
That's a good song.
Because, or I'm not sure if I want to do that because it's like, all right, I go back to Genghis Khan and then I would immediately stop raping everybody. But then, like, how does that dramatically changes the population of like Asia?
Yes.
And this far in the future, it could very terribly ruin everything that's going on now. So it's not that, of course, I don't want to have Genghis Khan be super rapacious.
No, but I can see the logic of
I also
like a
don't
bunch
wanna,
of horrible stuff already happened.
Yeah.
So it's like we could focus on where we are now in our incredibly, three-dimensional perspective.
So I was thinking now, like if you go into like, say, a Kim Jong-un or like a Putin, you continue dictating, but you keep the style the same.
Ease it down.
You just change the function a little bit. So like still as Putin, hop on horseback without a shirt on, but also bring your sexiest lieutenant up with you and make out with him while subjugating the gays.
Where's that coming from? Where is it coming from? It just seems like there's a fart inside of Zencaster.
And whoever is doing this has done a good job of keeping their hands up below the camera.
It's totally Lydia, guys. Because look at her. I can see it on the spike. I can see it on the waveforms. Guys, you don't have to be Encyclopedia Brown to figure this out.
Yes, Lydia. Good fart noises. Very quiet.
Okay, Jet.
The perfect way to end the very thoughtful idea that Chris Sanders had.
And this is why we can't change world history.
Yeah, I would also like to join in on Rebecca's argument, though. Or if we change that, it would have some big butterfly effect. But as Rebecca said, or could we be living in a better world?
Yeah, right. I mean, you never, you don't know, right? Because like, but then too,
we might literally not exist instantly as a result of some of these changes, and that's
it change it though?
Or with Zencaster,
if Genghis Khan stopped doing all that, suddenly he wouldn't have this super powerful empire to control the known world, and he could easily get taken over by just another asshole.
I mean, that's the thing. You end up with a power void or whatever. I mean, there is a, of course, unfortunately problematic author, but Orson Scott Card wrote a book called Past Watch, The Redemption of Christopher Columbus. which
Of course
is
he
this
did.
really cool time travel book where this, there's this technology built where you're able to view events that took place in the past. It's just basically like a camera on history that you can travel through
It's
time and
reverse
see it.
Minority Report.
But they slowly start to figure out that you can actually affect the past and start building a technology to allow them to do so. And one of the things that they realize they can change a lot of the ills of the world by redirecting Christopher Columbus's plan to basically not be the genocidal maniac that he was, and build up power in other parts of the world. But the thing that they find when they do this is that they find traces of someone having already done this. And in fact, the Christopher Columbus path was already apparently someone else having fixed a much worse future than theirs. So now they have to figure out, okay, how do we change this but not accidentally reproduce what was apparently going to be an even worse world? So that's always the risk is, you put this power vacuum in place and does a worse situation crop up? And you can never know.
Super.
What is that you say from the crow's nest? You say you see a land.
Land ho!
Oh. Do you think maybe it's the new world?
Looks new to me. Land ho!
I feel like is our ship is the Nina taking on the water? I having a cold feet. I think maybe we turn around to go back home, huh?
You're the captain. Why are you asking me? These are choices you are actively making. Land ho!
Yeah, I just question of conscience. I feel maybe we make a bad decision. It look like there's some people on the shore. I don't want to bother them. Maybe we go back and we say, hey, no spice here, huh?
Oh, Chrissy. Come back to bed.
No, hang on. No, only you call me that. No, nobody else call me Chrissy.
All right, Chrissy. You know I'll be here for you.
It's very hard to say no to you, but
it's so cold in this bed.
I need to convince the rest of my men that we're not going to discover.
Approaching.
No, stop that. Let's turn around, huh? The only spice I be finding is back there in my bedroom, huh? Isn't that right?
Who's he calling a hoe, baby?
Me?
Oh, no, he's calling the New World a hole. The New World, I guess it's kind of confusing, right? Because if it's a New World, it cannot be a hole, huh? It's not ever been discovered.
Oh, you're so funny, Chrissy. Come back to bed and keep me warm. Forget about all of this New World stuff.
I am. I think I have had the realization that I don't want to go to the New World. I just want to make sure my men also, no mutiny, don't want to go too, huh? So, okay, everybody cool?
Yeah.
No.
Come get your turmeric.
We don't want the turmeric.
Come on. Come get your turmeric.
Turmeric.
Wait a minute. Okay, you're questioning me on what I know about captaining a ship. What is this turmeric? Spicy. We don't know spices. We coming here to find the spices.
Oh, I'm all spicy, baby.
Yes, you are all the spices.
I've got the spice.
You do have the spice.
It's right here. Take a look.
It is right there. I know where it is, okay? It's in my... I'm the one who came from the bed, okay? While I was having the dream.
I want you to cumin me.
Mr. Columbus, now that you're back in Spain, I've been looking at things, and it seems that you have syphilis, what is generally known on the seas as the spice. Whatever you do, you can't spread this around. You've got probably one of the worst cases of the spice that I've ever seen. I'm surprised your nose is still intact.
Oh!
I'm over here, sir. Clearly the blindness has already kicked in.
Yes, it has. Also, the blindness has affected my ability to realize if I'm having intercourse with anybody. And I got to say, I had a lot of intercourse with many, many people. Maybe it was one person many times, but like I said, the blind, I can't see. But since I got back,
the madness is a big part of the syphilis as well.
I gotta say, since I've been back, it's been a whole new world for me, huh?
I don't think that you should continue traveling, sir. You're really just a single spread point of disease. Your crotch is a super spreader event.
I didn't plan on traveling anymore. I had a realization. I was about to discover the new world, and I decided to turn around and come back because I don't want to bother those people. So I come here, I put my roots in the ground, and by roots I mean my penis in Spania.
Well, I think we may even have the Queen may decide to send you back to Italy, Mr. Columbus. It seems that you might be ruining Spain. You've had many dalliances with Spanish women, and you're really causing a problem.
But what do you call them?
Prostitutes?
What do you,
We call them
no,
prostitutes.
the appetizers, the little appetizer
Tapas?
plates.
Tapas.
Yeah,
We call them
tapas. Yes. I love to be on tapas.
Legit. Sanders,
That's
you
so
walked
good.
me right up to that one. You walked me right up. Oh, man.
Okay,
Oh.
Jet, I think I have
Yes.
I have an answer. Give me the guidelines just one more time because I don't want to fuck it up.
All
Because
right,
I think I have two answers. I have two
precisely
legit-
1 year you can switch lives with
Right.
someone else.
Got
You get
that.
all of their
Uh-huh.
stuff, even the stuff
Right.
they
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
and the
Just
blah blah
no
blah.
one fictional, right?
No one fictional, no, theoretical person in the future.
Okay.
But that's about it. It can be anytime,
Okay.
any
What
person
about a
in
cat?
history, anytime.
I'm gonna make this.
history.
People keep stealing my fucking answer. One of the things I wanted to do was like I wanted to be like an octopus or like a
Ooh.
blue whale, like see
Oh.
what the shit is on the very bottom of the ocean. You know, like see the bioluminescent things
Uh-huh.
that are being bioluminescent down there. Like
Yeah.
I think that's a very weird.
Sounds like a really fast way to get eaten.
So you want to switch
But I'm an
bodies
octopus,
with
but
James
I'm a
Cameron?
Hold on. Cut
Right.
to the year of the podcast when the blue well is in Josh's body.
legit. Fuck you, St. James. Legit. Heffley, edit that shit out. Edit everything that St. James has ever done out. I will erase you, mother effer.
That part's all me, baby, and it's staying all in.
Oh God. Okay. I want to get to Lydia's Gollum thing because I really think that is interesting. But one last thing, an honest answer to this is I would actually like to be one of my parents for a year.
Oh.
Either my mom or my dad. I want to see what it.
When they were together or apart?
Yeah, like
I
what?
haven't thought
time
that would be
period?
interesting.
I think apart would be smart so that you don't have to have sex with the other one.
That would be-
Yeah.
That is
Going
such
back
a
to-
valid point,
Yeah.
Jet.
Yeah.
Going back to
Jet.
Spice.
Talking about Back to Future
Or-
You're
yourself.
gonna have that memory
While they
forever.
were together, and then that way you can experience your mom's vagina another way.
Rebecca
Mm.
says, Lydia, do you want to therapize this one?
And I think that was what she was just doing.
And she did, says Rebecca. And she did.
Oedipusing it.
No, but I always think it's interesting. Like you,
Oedipusing.
I mean,
Is that a thing? Can we do
Yeah,
something
that's
with that?
when he's an octopus,
Right,
but he's
yes.
also his parent.
Right.
I think
He's an octopus that wants to fuck his parents. Is
Yeah.
octopusy.
I think it's an interesting thing where everybody has their like rough moments growing up and that teenage angst bit. It would be interesting to see how real that shit was, or if it was truly in your head. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
kind of going back to the 20-year high school reunion. Oh man, all these people, they didn't talk to me, they didn't like me, they didn't whatever. And it's like, yeah, you didn't, because you were shy and you didn't talk to anybody. They didn't like you, they
Right.
just didn't know you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, even just talking about that kind of reminded me of like my graduation day where like a whole bunch of people were like, oh, hey, Josh, yeah. And I never got to talk to him. I was like, well, why did you? They said you had your headphones on for 4 years. We never, we never had a chance to talk to each other. I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's why we weren't friends. I had my headphones on for 4
Wow.
years.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
just thinking through, like, you're talking about like from like a self-realization standpoint too. I mean, the other thing would be, it would just be fascinating to go back into a past relationship, like something you feel like went really poorly for you,
Yeah.
and spend a year as the other person and go like, what was
What
this
pain
really
did
like?
I cause?
Because right, exactly. Like I have half of this, and half of this is on me, and I don't know what that is. Like, it's really easy for people to get caught up in everything the other person did wrong. And how easily can you grow if you only look at it that way? And you can only self-reflect so much. So imagine, like,
that
literally
is what
reflecting.
Therapizing.
Though I will say,
is
if you're switching places
Good
with this
point, Sanders.
person for a year and there's a past relationship, wouldn't they then be you in the past relationship when you guys have switched places? So it would be the same thing, just in different bodies in a real Freaky Friday situation. Guys, let's pitch this to Hollywood.
Yes.
Sounds great. I think there's a good point to be made, though, because are you existing as yourself in that person's body, or are you that person experiencing being them? Because then if you're going back and you're being Jeff Bezos, you're still going to just be Jeff Bezos, and you will be observing yourself being a dick.
Yeah.
Versus I am me, and now I'm just in Jeff Bezos's body, and I get to control what's happening.
Or is it,
in which case, I'm not necessarily learning anything about why he is the way he is. I'm just having an experience and trying to change something versus having an experience of being that person.
I think you end up
which
with
is different.
An amalgam there. And that's why I was going for, like, you have their knowledge and skills and whatnot, so that at least you're not just, it's not like a quantum leap situation where you land completely blind and you have to stumble around pretending to be them. Like, you understand who they are and where they came from, and you feel that, but you're still yourself too.
God, because what if you land there and then you're like, yeah, all this is a great idea.
Yeah.
With the knowledge that I have, I'm going to be a dick.
Well, and that's interesting
and
too.
And that is the best idea I can come up with.
Super.
Okay, Jet, it's been a year. I'm back in my body. You're back in your body. I just want to say you were 100% right on so many things.
Legit.
And I'm sorry.
That's all I needed, buddy.
Edit that out. Halfly
needed,
edit that out. No.
That's all he needed to hear. That's all Jet.
I should have loaded it the
kill
other
the episode.
way.
Kill the episode,
No,
Jet.
ended just exactly.
Let's talk about Gollum and edit this.
Okay.
Yeah, I really do. I want to hear Lydia's.
I want to hear.
And what she would do as Gollum.
Oh, well, that was just a fib because
No, I want to hear your motivations for this fib. Let's go through it. Let's evaluate Lydia.
Well,
Let's
I just like to tick 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 at Jet because he's so tickable. And like when I first came on, it was I was the first one here, and I was very proud of myself. And then I was like, okay, no one's here. So then I left. And then when I came back, I was like, oh damn, let me go put my headphones in. And then I was like, oh, I left him at the office. And then so then it was me and Jet for a hot minute, and you could just see him steaming. And so you guys have been bringing up like the importance of the rules, and he made it clear a person in history, not a fictional character.
Yep.
So I thought Gollum would be like a really like easy tick of like, this is a fictional character.
One of my favorite things about Lydia is Lydia's personality comes across, and you know this, like you come across, everyone just thinks of Lydia as like scattered and wild and crazy and all over the place. And the thing is, if you have a conversation with Lydia long enough, it's like, oh, there's so much strategy going on here, and there's so much planning, and there's so
manipulation.
many things she heard. Right, exactly. So it's stuff like this where like the easy assumption there is Lydia just totally missed the rules when in fact she followed them to a T. Is like, how do I fuck with Jet?
She's a therapist.
No, but that's cool. I mean, she was right. Like fictional characters like Mark Twain. Yeah.
Well, cool. I mean, we have actually gone we have gone through, it sounds like most of the legit answers. So if anyone wants to throw out a fictional character that
I never got to go through mine. That's fine. The only host that is actually here, and because the what is this thing called? The Zencaster.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let Rebecca.
Who do you got, Lydia?
This was you cried wolf by saying Gollum, so we assumed you didn't have something real. So come on.
Well, I do have one, but I mean, you guys like bring up. It's just like super. You should change the word legit to like serious, like super serious podcast because but this was truly like my first person when I read that question. I would love to go back into Lucille Ball's body and brain
good
and
call.
learn her physicality. I mean, she was just, she's been one of my heroes forever. And then there was a really cool like documentary that, I don't know, it's on Amazon Prime, and Amy Poehler is associated in some way. I'm not really sure why, but like, it's about like Desi and Lucy and like their love and like, and just their relationship. And you can just, and now as a therapist, I just have so much more education and like kind of knowing why people might be the way they are and etc. But I would just love to be inside of her body. And
That'd be cool.
Super.
Okay, Lydia, I got your last patient of the day. Her name is Hot Streak. She is the president of the Justice League. She has some temperamental problems.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Real quick, hi, it's me, Greg from HR. Her name is Power Streak. Just because she's attractive doesn't mean you can call her Hot Streak.
I will be filling out my application for unemployment.
Thank you. Go ahead, Lydia.
Hi. Should I come in now or?
Yeah, I mean, obviously confidentiality is no big deal in here.
Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. That's great. I'm Power Streak. I'm really glad to be seeing a therapist. I've been told that I have anger issues. I have killed several people in my past. I made a guy shit himself to death. It was a whole thing. I basically ruined my high school reunion by killing most of the people there. And
I mean, who hasn't?
Thank you. Thank you. I really needed to hear that because I don't think people understand how hard it is to be the president of the Justice League.
Right.
And
that's a lot of pressure.
Also, I'm a human being and I had really bad bullying in high school. So it's like I have all this good stuff, but also this past that just like it makes me angry still. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, and that's totally understandable to use like your past and your struggles and to be an asshole.
This is great. This is what I need.
Yeah.
I need somebody to tell me
you just
that it's
keep going forth.
Okay. How do I stop killing my enemies?
I thought you were trying to make a better world.
Oh, I am, but it's just that like there's still people from high school I haven't revenged against, and they're still out there. And if I happen to run into them, then like for example, the guy who just let me in, he's dead.
Okay,
now out
this
there.
is where I'm going to stop you, Jen. This is where I'm going to stop you. Okay. Because in my field, there's a rule called terrace off. I am a mandated reporter. So if you're going to kill somebody or you put somebody else's life at danger, that's where I can break your confidentiality. Is that part. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So you have to tell somebody about
stuff.
this.
But like all the other stuff that you told me,
I am so
sealed.
sorry, but you're going to feel some things happening in your pants right now. Just you're gonna feel. I'm so sorry. You're like the closest I've ever been to anybody in terms of like having. I'm so sorry to do this. I'm just gonna try to
cut to the Hall of Justice. Thanks for actually showing up, Brown Streak. Listen up.
Batman, don't call me Brown Streak.
Whatever, General Zod and the Joker all teaming up. We need everybody on this one, except maybe you. Where were you anyways?
I was killing my therapist. I tried to go to a therapist to get some help, and I had to kill her because she was going to tell other people that I had killed people.
She had already sent it over the bat phone. I got the info.
Oh, well, that's where I was, okay? Brat man.
Ooh. Shut up, Aquaman.
All right.
Mama? Why are you all covered in red paint, batarangs, and fish scales?
I have had a day, honey. Do you really want to hear about it?
You know what, Mama?
I did kill so
worry.
many people today out of revenge, but I love you.
Here,
legit.
I made you your favorite. It's hot cocoa.
Ooh.
Legit.
We go back in time 30 seconds and we end on the legit that Lydia said. Cut to.
Oh, hot cocoa.
Legit.
It's the voice of Lydia from the
legit.
future, right? Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and on all of those legits, I think that's a legit to the episode this week. Thank you as always to Matt Walker for our intro and outro music. This episode was hosted and edited by me, Jet Kaufman, co-edited and produced by Christian Heffley, and co-hosted
But
this
I'm not
week
done
by
talking.
Rebecca Stevens. Yay!
Hey,
Woo! So good.
Lydia, we got
job.
another one for you. Check your text.
Every scene you heard today was improvised on the spot, along with some of the ads, with only a light touch of editing for your comfort, except in this episode, probably a heavy touch of editing. If you're loving what we're doing, just pause this podcast real quick right now, and please just write us a 5-star review before you close the app, and also tell a friend about us. That's even better, but do both. Tonight's regular cast included Stephen C. James, Josh Spence, Chris Sanders, Jen Burton, and myself, and then our guests, Lydia Nelsen and Rebecca Stevens. Lydia, is there anywhere you want people to find you online, or do you want them to avoid you heavily?
I mean, if you like cat photos, you can follow me.
I do.
Yay! I have a lot of them. And I am Lydia Nelsen, but it's all private. It just stinks. It's like I'm a therapist, so it's you can't really. You can listen here.
Good thing we're promoting it.
So many times. No. I'm going to
Just listen to this
promo.
episode over and over again until the next episode that Lydia's on.
Right.
And then Rebecca Stevens, do you have
5 minutes.
anything that you'd like to promote?
Everyone deserves therapy.
She's at
All right,
everyone
so
deserves
at
it.
Everyone Deserves Therapy and at Hot Pants World. All right, and we'll put those in the show
Double
notes.
duty.
That's
Insta.
on Instagram. All right, great.
World.
Thank you. Thank you both. And thank you for Rebecca for being just such a fantastic co-host. Honestly, no one on this episode could have filled in better than Rebecca did. It's amazing work. Thank you. And Rebecca says, thank you all for letting me play. You made me laugh so much. Oh, that's so sweet.
Hey, Jet,
Yeah, what's up, Josh?
can we go Dodgers now?
Yes, Josh. Actually, no. Aren't they done?
I don't believe anything's on. Oh my time, I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, oh,
And that's how we do an episode of the Super Legit Podcast.
Oh God! I really hope that's its own separate like soundboard that you just have on hand in your therapy room.
Oh, you guys should see. So, sometimes, like, no. I am not your average therapist. Like the interventions that we'll do, they're pretty. I mean, they're kind of fun and wild and outside the box. And anyways, they're fun. I didn't realize we were still recording. But.
Oh yeah. No, the episode officially ended. I always let the recording go a little bit, but I'm also very smart about what I leave in because there's some stuff that should not go out to the public.
Yeah, right.